Yeah, I don't really think this is going to work, is it, Bentley? Excuse me. You're in the way of the review. You're just getting more comfortable. You're a big lump, you are. You're a big lump, you are. Now get off me. You join us in the garden for the only day of summer that we're going to have this year, probably. So we're making the most of it. We're sat here, and we thought we would tell you about this. We got approached about, probably a couple of months ago now. Seems to have taken quite a while to get around to doing this video, but we got approached by August, who make this, and they said, we see your video of your TV that you use, but we think we've got something better. So we said, well, send it across and we'll have a look. Now, we've been sent this. We haven't paid for this, but we haven't been paid to do the review, if that makes sense. But we have been sent this. But yeah, so we've used it a few times and we like it a lot. So we are going to show you what's inside this box. So, as you can see, the box is a little bit battered. Yours will come, if you do buy one, yours will come a lot better than this. This has been in the bottom of the drawer underneath the bed, and we got it stuck at one stage, so we had to battle to get it out.
Because we have a lot of stuff in there.
But yeah, so let's take a look at what's inside. So it's it's made by August. It's a 9-inch digital TV. The resolution, it says high resolution. It's a 800 by 480 pixels. Yeah, it's got Freeview built in. It's even got like a guide as well, subtitles, etc. It's got loads of different inputs and stuff, but yeah, we'll take a look at it now and see what it's like. So, you've got a little box here with loads of little bits inside. So you've got a remote with dog hair on it. It doesn't come with dog hair on it, funnily enough. But yeah, got a tiny little remote, little dinky thing, quite good. You also have the power adapter, so that plugs into the wall. Yeah, plugs into the wall. You have that's an AV in cable, so you can use it as a monitor for other things that you can plug into that. What's this? So this here is the aerial. So it's a really good aerial actually. We've found that we've had no problems with reception at all when we've been on the site. So yeah, that end plugs into the TV. That is magnetic, so there's nothing magnetic here unfortunately, but yeah, so you just pop that on the top of the van and yeah, you get really good digital reception, which is smart. What else have we got in here? So this is cool as well. You also get a Euro adapter for the TV. See that there? So all that does is, if I undo this, see, you press that button there, slide that out, and don't do that.
It's like a USB, they can go in 3 ways.
How does that? Like that. There we go. So then that plugs in there. We have a Euro plug socket in our California, which is powered through the inverter, and there's a maximum of 150 watt appliance that you can plug into that inverter even when you're off grid, and this only uses just over 13 watts, so yeah, you can easily charge and power the TV whilst off grid.
Do you feel like your audience at the moment is Bentley, by the way?
Yeah, and he's falling asleep, which is quite funny. He's like, boring. It's not boring, Bentley, it's TV. TV's exciting.
We were watching Crufts on it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all the little goodies that you get with it. And then what else we've got in here? So we've got your manual, which is in 5 different languages, including English, which is helpful. Yeah, there's quite a bit. We need to actually have a look through this because there's loads of features on it that we haven't used yet. And then that brings us on to the actual TV. And the reason why we use this bag still to transport it is because the TV actually came in this like bubble wrap packaging, which is really good for protecting it, which is quite nice to have. Let me just close that before I drop it. So you pull this back here, and then that is your TV. Look at that. So like I say, it's 9-inch TV. It's 800 by 480 pixels. So it's a good resolution actually. For the size of screen, it's pretty good. Have 2 speakers on the front, one either side. That is the sensor for your remote control. You don't have to use the remote if you don't want to. If you can't find it in the van, you can use the volume there, channel, etc. You've got menus, modes, and all that kind of stuff. So let's have a look around it as well. So we've got a load of different inputs on this side. You have the power switch to turn it on and off, a USB input. So if you have a memory stick with video files on it, music files, that kind of thing. So yeah, you can plug them into there and you can watch those video files through the USB stick. You have the AV input, which is this cable here. So if you have a correct method of output on your device, you can plug that in there. AV out, so you can go the other way instead. Headphone socket, so if you don't want to disturb your partner or whatever. Well, that's also quite good for kids in the back of the car. They can plug headphones into there and not disturb you as you're driving along. That's the power input, and then you also have a HDMI input as well. And that'll probably be a HDMI output as well. I'm not 100% certain on that, but yeah. What we've got along the bottom, just some little rubber feet along the bottom, and then that side is blank, and then at the top is where your aerial plugs into, just like so. One thing I will say is you've got to be really careful with this aerial. I mean, it's made of metal, but I imagine that would fold very easily, so you don't want to damage that. August do sell digital aerials as well. We actually own one of their aerials separately, so yes, you can buy a different one if you were to break it. On the back you have sort of venting for the actual electronics, and then this is a little stand that just pops out, so your TV can sit nicely like that, and you can angle it wherever, and you can watch your TV quite happily. Now, what I didn't mention earlier is when you plug this in, you're actually charging the TV, so it has a built-in battery, so you can charge it up fully. It takes 3 hours to charge up. The battery life whilst watching TV lasts 2 hours, and it does last 2 hours because we used it on battery when we were last in the camper van. So yeah, you don't even have to be anywhere near the camper van. You know, you can take it with you on a picnic if you wanted to, and still keep up to date with the football scores. This surround bit is plastic, but it feels fairly well made. Like I say, this has been in the bottom of the drawer with quite a lot of other stuff, and it's still holding up nicely. So we've had a good look at all the features. I think it's about time we're going to have a look in the van and show you guys what it looks like. So we're here in the California, and as I said before, this plugs straight into the off-grid plug, which is connected to the inverter. So I can use that Euro plug, and then this plugs into the side here, into the DC in, and I can see that light's come on, so that is now charging. And like I say, that would take 3 hours to fully charge, or you can use it plugged in if you wanted to. And then the other bit, this is the aerial. So what we do with this is untangle it, because the tangle fairies have been in, as always. And you plug that in the top there, and then it's brilliant. And it doesn't have to be perfectly straight up either. And you just reach out and pop it up there, and you can still shut that window even with that cable in there, can't you? You can. I just had to double check that then.
Check with the bus.
Yeah. And then you have the power button on the side. Switch that on.
Ooh.
And now every time you arrive at a new site, you need to do the search to find the channels. So all you have to do is, I'm using the remote here and clicking on the menu, and if we go through to channel search, auto search, and that will then run through a sequence and find as many channels as it possibly can. Right, so there we have it. So you saw it found like over 90 TV channels and about 40 radio stations, and that's, yeah, just quickly chucking the aerial out the side and hitting search. That takes probably about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes to do that full search. So it's not too bad. And if I unplug this now and we put the TV away and then got it back out again and put it in, you don't have to do that every time you get the TV out. It's just when you first arrive on site. And yeah, you can just then scroll through the various different channels. We won't show too much of any of the channels, but otherwise we'll get done for copyright. I'll turn the volume up now. You can see it. I mean, it's not surround sound. It's not going to blow you away with the sound, but it's perfectly adequate for a TV of this size in a space this small, which is all you really need. It's just perfect for if you're away and it starts raining outside and you're just thinking, oh, let's just stay in. Yeah, it's quite nice. We have it for a bit of background noise, and yeah, it's good. So you have a couple of buttons on the remote. One of them here switches it to radio nice and quickly, so straight onto radio 1, then back to TV, and you can scroll through the different radio stations. There's also a button here that's EPG, which is that guide that we spoke about, and that gives you a rundown of what's coming up on that channel throughout the rest of the evening, and it gives you a quick guide of a quick description about that channel. But yeah, like I say, there's all sorts on here, and as I said before, it is has a battery built into it, so you can unplug that. That's the power cable unplugged, and as you can see, it's not died on me. It's still working fine. In comparison to the TV that we did a video of, if you haven't seen that, check that out, whichever side it is. And is it that side?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Is it? And now that's a great TV, and again, an absolute bargain. But it's quite big, really. It's, I can't remember what size it is, 21 inch, something like that. And we have to have it mounted up on the headrest. And we've just found that we've not really used it. Now, we don't use a TV much anyway, because we go away to get away from that kind of thing. But it's just nice having a backup for it if it's raining. And this is so easy to have, and it's a totally decent size to have in a camper van. Now, the guys at August have been fantastic in sending this across to us, but even more than that, they have provided us with a discount code for you guys in case you want to order one. Now, what you have to do is you have to click on the link in the description below, and that will take you to Amazon. Order the TV through August on Amazon, and then you'll get prompted towards the checkout to put in a promo code. Now, put in Cali 2018, all one word. That's Cali 2018, all one word, and that will give you 20% off. Yeah, so thanks again to August for sending this across to us, and we hope you like it. Take advantage of that offer down below, and let us know. Is it something that you guys are interested in? Do you already have a TV? Do you have a massive TV? Do you have a projector? That would be quite cool if you had a projector. We've always thought about maybe popping the roof, having a projector on there. That'd be quite cool. But anyway, this will do for now, definitely. More than enough. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share these videos. Helps us out massively. And we shall see you in the next one. Cheers.